I am Israel, and this is Amber, and this is To Win Begins Within. This is quality perspectives for better quality of life. In this video, we're going to talk about why body counts matter. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of misconception of why guys don't like body count, and I hear all kinds of explanations, and I got tired of it. So I'm going to explain it to why
Mm-hmm.
is it so important, and why a lot of people discount it. But the reason is that men, when they're with a woman with high body count, what that's really communicating is that they are less submissive, they're less of a quality woman,
Mm-hmm.
because the reason is that we, the men, are the gatekeepers of commitment.
Right.
So when we want to be with a girl and she has a high body count, what that's telling us is that her evaluation system is wrong. She picks men because women was they don't just sleep with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very picky. So when they do pick, they're very careful. And when they do pick somebody, it's because that qualifies they want to be in a relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had any girls that sleep with you guys, usually is they look you as relationship material.
Mm-hmm. They're hoping
So
to try to
yes,
get
some
there.
girls do just want a smash or whatever, but it's mainly, even if they want to smash, they qualify you as relationship material in hopes.
Mm-hmm.
So when they qualify somebody as relationship material, what they want is they want the guy and they choose him,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason that it doesn't stay solid is because they are not submissive, they're not quality to the man for the man to keep them, since they're the gatekeepers of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
What they're really saying is, I don't want to keep this girl.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, okay, I got the sex, but after that, she has nothing to offer. So she's
Mm-hmm.
not worth keeping.
Mm-hmm.
So she's choosing men to be into relationships. And what happens is that the guys say she's not worth keeping a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. So then she has to start over and get another guy. And that's what adds the body counts.
Mm-hmm.
So her quality of keeping a relationship as a person is no good.
Right. She's probably more of a liability than she is an asset. That's
That's
kind of
right.
what it tells men. So if men are not keeping her around, she is not proving herself to be an asset to that man's life.
Like something's wrong with her.
Mm-hmm. So she's more of a maybe more self-interested, like more of a me, give, instead of let's let's what's
Let's
it
be a
called?
team.
Let's be a team. Let's
Like a
reciprocate.
win-win.
Like let's win-win. So I think a lot of times men, after they sleep with a woman, they see what type of woman she is, and then they're kind of like, well, like you said earlier, she's not worth keeping around.
She's a sleeper, not a keeper.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what men kind of realize, that like nobody wants to keep you. It's
Mm-hmm.
because you're not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the sex is good,
Mm-hmm.
but after a while the guy gets a hang of it, be like, the sex is not even worth keeping you around.
Mm-hmm.
So they break up for whatever reason, or she breaks up, she made the wrong choice, blames it on whoever,
Mm-hmm.
and then she has to start all over. So that's really saying that she's not competent in choosing the right man to be in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not good at it. She doesn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the same thing with guys. If guys get a lot of girls, that means they have what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
If the guy doesn't get any girls, the girls are not attracted to them.
Mm-hmm.
So the analogy I like to put is like a bank lends money to a business or somebody that doesn't need money.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they lend money to somebody that's not experienced with money, it's a high risk. So they want to give money to somebody that's experienced with money, so they have a high probability of getting their money back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what men want to do. They want to get a girl that doesn't have a high body count because she knows how to keep a man, and because it requires work to keep a man. And to
Mm-hmm.
keep a man means that she has to treat the man good. If she doesn't treat him good, she's going to have a lot of short relationships and a lot of attempts and a higher body count.
Exactly.
That means she's not good at relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's real easy for a girl to sleep with a guy, but not to keep the guy.
Yeah, women love to use that as like a double standard. Oh, well, men can sleep with whoever, it doesn't really matter. But it's like, well, men have to work really, really hard to convince a woman to sleep with him. Because like you said earlier, women are very picky with who they sleep with.
Right.
So regardless of whether her whether her evaluation system is right or wrong. It takes a lot of work on the man's behalf to convince her to sleep with him. Whereas a woman can sleep with a man like that if she wants to.
Right.
So it's not a double standard.
It's not a double standard at all.
No, because it's a very different scenario for both sexes. So it's
Exactly.
not.
So the quality of relationships you can keep determines the quality of person she is. And usually that has a direct correlation with how submissive she is. If she's more submissive to her man, believe me, her man wants to keep her. If she is more valuable to the man, then the man wants to keep her. So it just depends. Now sometimes the woman is with a relationship with a relationship she wants, but not with the man she wants, and sometimes she leaves a good man, let's say that. It's because her evaluation system is messed up. So if her evaluation system is messed up, that means she can't lock down the right guy that she wants in the right relationship. So that means that she doesn't know how to recognize value because her evaluation system is wrong.
Right.
So she keeps missing. That means she doesn't learn. She doesn't learn from the feedback. She just blames everybody. So therefore, the consequence is that she's going to have more of a body count. She keeps choosing wrong.
And not just that, but then it also comes down, so like, let's say if she does have a high body count, men typically assume that she's therefore promiscuous. So when a woman is deemed promiscuous, it makes them doubt her loyalty and her faithfulness.
Absolutely.
So if a woman can't hold a long, kind of like a long-term relationship, men don't believe that she knows how to be loyal or faithful. And they're like, well, if I do enter a long-term relationship with this woman and she's this promiscuous, how faithful is she going to be? Is she going to cheat? Is she going to be constantly still seeking that validation and that variety and such? So it's like when you go interview for a job, they want to know what kind of commitment in the past do you have? They look for an employee who has proof that they can commit to a company.
And they can follow rules.
And that they can follow, exactly, so that they can follow along in the guidelines, that they're team players. They're not just out for themselves. So they do. Men look for that kind of like a job.
So anti-submissiveness is promiscuity because they're not loyal and they're not faithful. That's anti-submissive. Being submissive is like, what guy is going to be like, be submissive, but don't be loyal, don't be faithful. That's what submission is. Is to submit to somebody, to be loyal and faithful to somebody.
Yeah.
So when they're not, what's the consequence? They're going to have a lot of sexual partners. So you kind of look at the body count as how many shots did they take for a relationship and missed. It's like, how many shots do you need to take? You just don't get it. So the higher the body count is really you're a lower quality woman.
Yeah.
So the guys in the inverse it's the opposite. It's how many girls they can get. How many shots do they have to take to get the woman? A lot. And if they don't learn from the feedback, they don't get better. They don't get women. So guys that get a lot of women, they're very attractive to other women. Why? Because that shows proof that they got what it takes.
Yeah, because if that many women are that interested in him, then most women are kind of like, well, what has he got that they're so interested in?
That's right.
So it's like social proof, as you say.
Social proof. It is social proof the other way when the women don't have high body count. So my girl is very submissive to me, and guys see it. She treats me very well.
Yes.
And it's not like I snap my fingers and she's like, yes, master. No. It's not anything like that. It's an own voluntary will. She does it on her own.
Because I want to.
Because you want to. Yes, exactly. So a lot of men say, oh, we're going to get a girl like that.
Oh, yeah, it's
and
hilarious.
we're gonna
Or do I have a sister?
Yeah.
And
like,
it's just like, just because I am this way with him, let's say if something were to happen to him and I was suddenly single, it doesn't guarantee that I would behave the same way in my next relationship. I act the way that I do because I believe that that is the reaction he deserves. This is the way he deserves
but I charge
to be
for it. I
treated.
command it. It's either I get treated this way or it's not going to happen.
Well, exactly. So that's why. So it's like you say, like you have these standards, this kind of these rules.
Yeah, the
or
boundaries.
whatever boundaries, yeah. And I believe that they're fair. For what I get, I say yes. So it's like you say, you're the boss, I'm the employee in the
It's a sale.
analogy. So it's like, you know what? Under these terms and conditions, I agree to those terms because what you are asking for and what I can provide is a fair negotiation.
So if you think about it, if you're a boss, guys, and the girlfriend is an employee, yes, you can think of it as transactional. You want results, or you want to be romantic, or whatever you want, just do your thing. But the thing is, it's kind of like they want a position in a job.
Yeah.
And do they want a boss, and do they believe in the company? The company is the plant where they're headed together.
What the future
So
holds.
does she want to help him? It's like having a star employee. Like a lot of employees
Or shit.
are shit. But when you get one of those star employees that are good, they you don't have to tell them what to do. They do it on their own. And that's what quality
They're down.
relationships are. They do it on their own. They know what to do. They help. They're a star employee. But a star employee gets star salary. They get good treatment. They get all other kinds of perks. And that's what you have to do. So there's some women that really adore the guy, and the guy treats them like shit. And I was like, I don't think you know what you got.
They take 'em
Because
for
you got a
granted.
star employee,
And you're being a
but
shitty
you're
boss.
not. You're being a shitty boss. And once she realizes that and gets another, looks at another boss, she's gonna want to go with them, with their position to serve them. And sometimes the guys don't even notice until she goes, and they're like, man, I had something good and I messed up, and it's hard to go back because our relationship is
For
messed
whatever
up.
reason is tainted. Yeah.
Right. So sometimes girls, they're employees, they have a good boss that caters, that pays for everything, that does this, that takes care of them, and they get, oh, I deserve more.
Entitled.
I get entitled. I can do better. They leave the thing, and then they find out in the real market that they had it good all along. And when they go back, it's not the same. It's not going to be the same. And most of the time, they don't go back. So that's when girls cry about it. It's because somebody else got
Filled
their
the position.
Filled the position.
Because when you have that good of a boss and you drop the ball, believe me, that position is not going to be available for long. It's not.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's easier to learn it that way because if you're one of those guys, oh, they love you for who you are. No, they don't love you for who you are. They love you for who you become. Women are faithful to the guy, to status, because that's what gives them probability to survive. So let's pretend you have a sister. You want a guy with high status to be with her or low status? Well, high status.
Yeah, because there's more survivability.
But no, this guy's a nice guy, but he's a loser.
Yeah, but they're going to be living under a bridge in a month. Like,
Oh.
come on, you want that for your sister? No.
No, it's like a bad boy. He's a shit, but she adores him. Oh, you don't understand. Or you want a good guy that has high status to carry your sister. So let us know what you think. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Share this with everybody.
Comment.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.